Alright, so welcome. In this video, we're just going to review what perfect squares and what perfect cubes represent, and also then how to find the square root and cube roots of those numbers. So what is a perfect square? So a perfect square is just when you have a number that's a result of another number multiplied by itself, and it's just a square, right? So for example, if I had a square, so we know a square, the dimensions are the same. So if I had the dimensions of 3 and 3, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is a perfect square. And then in order to find, say you had just 9 and you wanted to find what the dimensions, so 9 is the area of that square, and you wanted to find the dimensions of that square, you simply just take the square root of that number. So you can do that in your head if you can, or there's also a function in your calculator to do that too. So that's what the second column is for. So the square root of 9 is just equal to 3. And that gives you the dimension of that perfect square. So the width and length of that square is 3 times 3. And then you can keep doing that down. I recommend you really should know the first 20 perfect squares. So I'm just going to fill in the rest of this table. All right, next up we have perfect cubes. So perfect cubes, it's the exact same concept, except now we're working in 3 dimensions. I'm not going to try and draw a cube up there. It would not go well, but just imagine a 3-dimensional figure that's a cube. So we have a length, a width, and we also now have a height. So if you have like a Rubik's Cube, or you know that you see the foam dice in my room, those are cubes. So perfect cube, again, we have a number, and that is a result of another number being multiplied by itself 3 times because of the 3 dimensions. So for example, if we used 8, 8 is a perfect cube because 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. So in order to find the dimensions of a cube given the volume, right? So you could represent if it's within a context. 8 is a volume of the cube, right? So the cube root of 8 is equal to 2. So the length and the width and the height are all equal to 2. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. So I'd recommend that you learn some of these, at least the first few. But if not, there's also a function in your calculator to compute the cube roots, and I can just get me to show you how to do that in class. It's different for every calculator. So I'm just gonna fill in the rest of these. All right, there you go.